This is Joy Parris with Major Film Events and Poopsie. We're here tonight to celebrate Dances with Films at the TCL Chinese Theater for the premiere of G-4. Where did the inspiration come for this film?
The inspiration for this film, you know, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly what inspired it, since the script writing happened on its own. It was almost like channeling a story that heart needed to tell, and it's the story that is told from the very depth of the heart, and that's why I always, when they ask me about the film, it's the story that takes you to the heart and is calling the audience back home.
Now, a little birdie told me about an IHOP situation. So, of course, we need to expand on that. So tell us about that scenario.
So basically, my friend and I were hanging out in the IHOP, and we really want to make something together. And Natalie Bible, she's a cinematographer on this project, and we worked together in a previous project, and we're like, let's work on something together. And suddenly she says, why won't you experiment with filmmaking as a director? And the second she said that, I got an image in my head of a scene, and I'm like, oh, I know what you're saying, and I already have a character in mind. I already see a scene. I already see the color palette of it. And she's like, oh, okay. So on the way back home, I'm like driving, and I'm already thinking, I'm like, oh, it's happening. And then I get in the house, and I'm sitting in front of the computer, and then all of a sudden it just comes through, all of it. Everything happens in 3 hours, and this is it was a very surreal experience. So it was almost like dictated by the heart, the story that came with it, you know. So yeah, that's the mind story about it, and then that's the heart story about it.
Well, you know, there's so many things we learn when we're doing anything in life. Can you share with us, what did you come away with? If there was one thing that you learned doing this, what was that thing?
One of the most important things I learned doing this film is staying persistent and positive. It actually took 3 years to finish this film. A lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles, and seriously, like staying positive, persistent, never giving up on your dreams, no matter what anybody tells you. And especially being a first-time filmmaker, like no matter what others say, no matter what they no matter, just believe in yourself, stay positive, and keep on pushing.
Well, social media, so fans can stay in touch with you and follow you. Give us your hashtags, your Instagram, your Twitter, and Facebook, if you have any of those.
Yes, Anna Biani, ANNABIANI, pretty much on Twitter and on Instagram, and website, Facebook. Just type Anna Biani, and that's me. Yeah.
Well, Anna, thank you so much. We're so proud of you, and we're so happy to be here to share your success. And we wish you so many more successes, and see you on the big screen. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for your time, and this is like, I am honored. You know?
Stephen, it's wonderful when we have creative people like yourself being involved in projects like this. What was the thing that attracted you to want to get involved and produce this project?
Well, actually, Anna is my ex-wife, and she came up with this concept, started shooting this film with some other people. They ran into some difficulties, and I stepped in, and we finished the film together in spite of us splitting up. And we are divorced now, and we worked beautifully together on set and did everything that we never could do when we were married. It's just, so this film has a life of its own, actually.
You could describe this film in 3 words. How would you describe it?
Love, love, and love.
I love it. Love, love, and love. And of course, before you leave the carpet, how do we stay in touch with you and follow you on social media?
Well, I am also the singer in the Venrez Rock Band, VENREZ, theband.com, and on Facebook, you know, www.facebook.com/VENREZ. And we just got back from a massive tour overseas with Enough's Enough. We've toured with Alice Cooper / Buck Cherry Fuel, and we'll be going back to Europe with a band from Switzerland on a co-headline tour in November called Silver Dust. Look for us in Europe, all our European fans.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your time with us, and we appreciate you and your creative aspect, and we love the story about being able to stay together and do something amazing even though you're not a couple, but you're a couple. That's great.
Working together to send the message.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. We're with the stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous, fantastic Grace, Valerie. Grace, it's wonderful to have you here at Dances with Films to support. So how important is it for you to be here tonight as an artist to support these amazing films, especially G4?
I'm super happy to be here tonight, especially because Brian Friedman is like the main person involved in this project. He directed my first music video in the United States, so I'm super excited to be supporting here tonight and see the movie.
Now, where did you come from?
I came from Russia.
When you come from a foreign country and you've got the accents and the different culture, what was one of the most important things for you? How did you acclimate into the American culture? If there was one thing you can share with an audience, if somebody had to come from a foreign country, what would be the one tip you would give them?
Sad, just be yourself, because we're all individual and we're all different, and God created us the way we are. Just don't be scared to be that person.
Well, it's about Anna's film tonight, which is G4. And if you could share one, what would you like to say to Anna tonight about her film? What are you hoping for her tonight?
I'm hoping that it will be a huge success for her and for everyone involved in the film. And let's just keep going, creating more and sharing with people and making beautiful, beautiful projects.
Of course, how do we find you on social media so we can stay in touch with you and follow you?
Perfect. You can find me on Facebook, Grace Music. You can find me on Instagram, Miss Grace Valerie, and Twitter, Miss Grace Valerie.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight. I know that Anna appreciates you and Dances with Films appreciates you, and we're happy to talk to you.
Excited. Thank you.
Airic, it's wonderful to be at Dances with Films. It's the 20th anniversary for this festival. How important is it for you to be here as a photographer and creative person to support this festival?
I love watching independent films. I'm also myself an independent filmmaker, so watching the creative aspect of every area just is interesting. So,
what do you think is one of the most important challenges for an independent filmmaker when they're trying to get their product made?
getting it done. I mean, from the start to the middle to the end. It all starts off with casting. Casting and having a producer that can work with the director that can work with the talent. Because initially you guys are all trying to make the same film. And so when one goes astray, it just makes the film a little bit different.
Well, I know tonight you're here for G4. How excited are you to see G4?
I'm excited to see it. I've heard a lot about it. I'm excited to see the choreography of what they've talked about.
Now, I know you're working on a bunch of things, so what are you currently working on now you can share with our audience?
Let's see, I'm working on a couple of things right now. I'm working on a trailer called Tools of the Trade, which is an action short. We're shooting it for basically, as we would call it, proof of concept. Okay. And I'm also shooting a female action trailer called Foreign Affairs. It's about a female assassin who takes out her operatives. And it's all female stunt women that are basically worked on previous big projects that have always been in the background that we're now trying to bring up to the front ground in their own action little short.
I mean, I want to see that.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So you just better make sure you do it soon so I could be in the movie theater or online or video on demand or however I can see it. I want to see it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can check me out, Nirvana Studios, at nirvanastudiosHwood.com. And check out my Instagram, Nirvana Studios Hollywood. But yeah, definitely follow me, check me out. Love any kind of input, anything that you're working on. I love to work with new talent. You know, my thing is we're all trying to strive to get to the same goals.
We really appreciate folks like yourself, creative artists in the business, out to support other independent filmmakers. So we do appreciate your time, and thank you for talking with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
We are with Paul Booth of Talking Pictures. Paul, we really appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you.
And as a media partner yourself and being in the business, how important is it for you to be here tonight to support Dances with Films and all these amazing independent filmmakers?
It's very important because I think making films is just a big circle. I think we're all in it together. I think all of us have made films or are trying to make films, and so I like to be out with the podcast to continue to support independent filmmakers, and this is the 4th year that I've covered it, so it's kind of cool to have seen a film 2 years ago and then see a filmmaker out with another film. So to me, just the importance is seeing that filmmakers continue doing what they're doing and then allow our show to be a part of supporting that.
We're Talking Pictures. If someone wants to get in touch with you, how do fans find you and follow you to learn more about your podcast?
They can go to our website, which is www.talkingpictures talkingpicturesla.com. They can email Paul Booth at talkingpicturesla.com.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for being here, and I know the Dances with Films organization really appreciates you, and we'll see you next year.
Oh, yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Joy.
Okay, we are with the fabulous Yentl Lopez. Yentl, it is always wonderful to have creative people out to support tonight. So how excited are you to be here tonight to support G-4, this fabulous film?
I'm beyond excited. This entire week has been amazing for me and just an amazing experience, and I'm just glad to end the weekend with this amazing film.
And it's so great. You know, as a designer yourself, when you come to festivals, what are some of the things you're looking for?
Of course, I'm looking for what everyone's wearing, fashion, you know, that's my go-to. So I'm looking at to see what everyone's wearing, you know, and how everyone's feeling, just the atmosphere, you know.
Well, you kind of planned your outfit because you sort of like had a great shot with Anna. Did you like think about this before you got here tonight, what you were going to put on?
Yes, I actually did. I seen the flyer, and the flyer just seemed, it was like black and fierce, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to wear my bodysuit today.
The bodysuit is rocking.
Thank you.
Yeah, so can you share with us how we find you and stay in touch with you and able to purchase that garment you have on, this amazing jumpsuit, and many other things that you have on your line?
Yes, of course. Everyone can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all at Yentl Lopez. That's Yentl Lopez. And also my website is where you can purchase, which is yentllopez.com.
Yeah, so thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you on many more carpets.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
What a great event. Awesome to talk to Anna and her producer, Steven. And, of course, Poopsie's excited to share this night with you. Poopsie, did you have a good time tonight? Yes, he did. He had a great time, and you know you'll see more of Poopsie. So stay tuned and keep watching Major Film Events.